everyone, I'm Mila, the housekeeper, and welcome to my channel. There is no shortage of good Airbnb cleaners. Did you hear that part? So this is gonna be easy. One of the biggest questions that I get all the time when people wanna start cleaning Airbnbs is, drum roll, can you guess what it is? How do I get clients? So today I am dropping some keys to success. Did you get that? That was a key. As to how you can get Airbnb clients today, easily. Let's get started. What a lot of people don't know is that you cannot go on Airbnb and search for people who need Airbnb cleaning. Airbnb designed it like that. You cannot send a phone number, you cannot send an email, they'll block it all out. So how do you find a client that has Airbnb? So I've got some tips for you. I have 3 tips on how to do it passively, and I have 3 tips on how to do it aggressively. And both sides work. But let's start with the passive way. In my experience, the passive way has worked for me. I get business just by having a website. Now, if you take a look at my website, housekeeper.com right now, it looks beautiful, professional, but it always was not like this. Actually, the first 4 years, my website was not professionally done. I did it with a drag and drop, very simple, very elementary way to do a website. But let me tell you, I still did an amazing job. I still made it look beautiful and I still made it comprehensive. Now that I'm in full business mode, I can hire somebody to build my website. But don't get it twisted. I didn't have anybody do it for me until about 1.5 years ago, and we're like 7 years in. Building a website is like having an ID card for who you are and who your business is and what you guys do. So I think it's extremely important to have a website, just because when I'm looking for somebody, I need it to feel automated and fast, just like the rest of the world. We want things quickly. And it's not just about having a website, it's also about having other things on the website so people can get in contact with you, but I'll get into that later. On this website, I'm gonna need you to have some call to actions, okay? I'm gonna need you to have who you are, what you do, okay? You could sprinkle in something where somebody can get a quote, where they can get a pricing for you. My prices are not on my website. People would have to put in a quote to get pricing with me. But at the same time, when they're putting in that quote, I get a lot of their information. I get their email, if I want their phone number, where their Airbnb is, the link to the Airbnb. You can make your form however you want, but the way that I have it is so that I can also follow up with them. So you have a quote form so people know how much, the pricing and what your services are. So when people submit a quote, I also put, not only do I put the pricing, I also put what the services are and what are the extra fees for any extra services if they need it. So they have everything, all they need in one beautiful package in their email. I think a good idea is to have a scheduler where they can schedule from your website and book you. And book a clean. On the website, that's what it's for, is to get straight to the meat of what you do, how much you cost, or a way to figure that out easily. With that website, you should have really good SEO. Don't get confused by the acronym. SEO is search engine optimization, which just means the words on your website is what people are searching for. So if you are in Miami and somebody is going on Google, you have to really think about what your client is going to do to find you, the steps they need to take to find you. So you have to put yourself in their shoes. If you are somebody looking for an Airbnb cleaner, which is a tiny niche, then what would that person do? So what they would do is basically go on Google and search, right? So your website, if you're in Miami, it needs to say Airbnb cleaning in Miami, the best Airbnb cleaning in Miami, the only Airbnb cleaning in Miami, whatever. You need to have on your website in writing form. It can't be a photo with the writing on it. It needs to be written on the website so that Google can pick it up. And actually they have their crawlers go through the website and make sure you're legit. And that's how you end up on the first or second page. So because you have those right words, so you want to be on the first page because it's going to take some time for people to search, and people don't want to search forever. So when somebody Googles Airbnb cleaning Miami, you pop up first on Google. That's a really big key. It really is. A lot of people don't understand that, but it's a really big key. Search engine optimization is very important. You can hire somebody to do it, but it's not rocket science. If I can do it, that means it's not rocket science. Just trying to tell you. Another passive way to get clients is using other social media platforms. You can look at Facebook groups. You can, you can join Facebook groups for hosts that are in a certain area, and you can participate and write whenever somebody says, I need an Airbnb cleaner. Do you know a good cleaner? You can suggest yourself. Another way that you can get clients today is make a post on Craigslist. Make a post on Craigslist. The search engine optimization on Craigslist is also pretty good. Make a post on Craigslist. So when I first started, I'm not sure if it's still the same, but when I first started, Craigslist search engine optimization was phenomenal. I put Airbnb cleaning in Houston in my title, and then wrote my little paragraph, my little spiel of what I do, how much I cost, how to contact me. This is before I had a website. Actually, that's a lie. I built a website and then I posted it on Craigslist, which gives me a little bit more identification of who I am and what I do. Builds more trust when you have a website is what I'm trying to say. So with Craigslist, put Airbnb cleaning X, Y, and Z in your city, and then write the information that you need to write in your Craigslist post. And when somebody is searching, and when somebody is Google searching, you might even pop up just from your Craigslist ad. So that might help as well. So those are 3 passive ways to get Airbnb cleaning clients. First, build a website, put some SEO on there. Second, create a website with some calls to action. Make sure that they have a phone number or an email or a way to get a quote or a way to get pricing from you. And the third is make posts on social media, Craigslist, Facebook. There's Turnover B&B, where you as the cleaner can go and post yourself as a cleaner, and other Airbnb hosts are going directly to Turnover B&B to find Airbnb cleaners. So that's another good way. So here are 3 aggressive ways where you can find Airbnb clients. So first thing, use the same as, it's almost like reversing the passive way. Go on Craigslist, go in the search, and find people who are looking for Airbnb cleaners. All you have to do is type in the search Airbnb cleaning, and you might get people doing what I just said passively, who are putting out their services. But there are also people on there saying, I need a cleaner for my Airbnb. And I think that's one of the best ways to let people know that you exist, is to go find your client. So the second way you can aggressively find Airbnb clients is a Google search. So this is what you would do. What I would do is Google, in the city that you service, Airbnb property managers. Those folks are managing Airbnbs, and they could always use good cleaners, and they could always have at least your contact information. Make sure that you put yourself out there. Send them an email with your prices, your services, what you do, and the expectations. Always ask them what their expectations are as well. That always helps. And the last way to find Airbnb clients. Remember how I said earlier, you can't directly message Airbnb hosts on Airbnb, but what you can do is, it's gonna take some time, precursor, just letting you know, it's going to take some time, but what you could do is search for the area that you wanna service. So let's say you're in Miami and you're gonna search the circle, the area of where you wanna work. Right there, you're gonna find Airbnb, you're gonna find people who have Airbnbs. So basically, it's like you're looking for an Airbnb. So what I do, the quickest way to do this is to look at the name of the host. A lot of times, if the host has a business name, then you know they have a business. Usually hosts have their names. Like it would say like Mila's Airbnb, or just Mila is the host. On Airbnb, there's a circle with a profile picture of the host. And usually below it has their name. So if the name is a business and not a person's name, I suggest you click on the picture. So when you click on the picture, what happens is it goes to their profile and you see all of their Airbnbs. So a lot of people have more than one Airbnb. They could have 2, they could 3, they could have 3, they could have 12, they could have 50. So what you want to do is check to see if it's a company name, click on it, and then see if they have more than one Airbnb. If they have more than one Airbnb, you're in business. So then what you would do is Google search them. Whatever the name is, it could be housekeeper, for example. And if that person's name is housekeeper, you Google housekeeper on Google and it will come up. There's a lot of companies. This is one thing a lot of people don't realize. There are a lot of companies out there and a lot of individuals who start companies. Basically, that's what it is. A lot of individuals who start companies who grow their Airbnb business to multiple Airbnbs. So those are the people you kind of want to target so that you stay busy. Of course, you still want the people who have the 1 or the 2 Airbnbs, but the more busy you are, the more you get the ball rolling, and the more encouraged you feel. So to conclude, the 3 aggressive ways to find Airbnb clients is go to Craigslist and do a Google and do a search. Go to Craigslist and do a search on Airbnb cleaning. Google property managers in your area. And the third, you can utilize Airbnb to start your initial search. So once you get these clients, you also have to sprinkle a little of your own pizzazz in there to keep these clients, okay? So you need to sprinkle on a little bit of professionalism. You gotta sprinkle on some reliability, and you gotta sprinkle on some automation. Remember those 3 things. It makes everybody's life easier, and it's easier for your client to get back in contact with you. So that's it for today, guys. Those are the tips on how to get Airbnb clients, the passive and aggressive way. And if you wanna be closer to success, I suggest you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.